All official freediving competitions are required to use a sonar system for the tracking of a diver during a registered dive. The sonars used are typically fish finders used by fishermen on boats for both commercial and recreational purposes. The sonar system consists of a monitor that displays a two-dimensional image as well as a sonar unit known as the transducer. This transducer is what sends out and records a signal bounced back from any objects in the water. It needs to be in the water and is normally found attached to the bottom of the competition platform. A quality sonar system allows for different signals to be sent and recorded. A signal has a set frequency. Understanding how frequency works is very important. A high frequency has a narrow beam and records a very clear image close to the transducer. It unfortunately has very low penetrating power. At greater depths, the image fades or is not as clear. 200 kHz is a common high-frequency beam on systems. A simple way to remember is 200 kHz to 200 feet. This is about 60 meters. When we need to track a diver to greater depths, we need to use a different frequency. A lower frequency has greater penetration, however, as the area of coverage is greater, detail is lost, yet a stronger reading is recorded. Here you see the image of the diver is stronger with less detail. Reading the sonar image of a moving diver is simple. The top right of the screen is where the transducer is located, and what we see is a series of vertical snapshots that will slowly scroll to the left. In this image, we're looking at an example of a competition diver to 70 meters. When we start the sonar, we typically see a lot of noise shown here as the vertical line. If we get a very good reading, we are happy to see the two lines at 70 meters at the bottom of the screen. If this occurs, what we are most likely looking at is the bottom plate on top and the weights below. It is important to remember there may be a slight delay of 1 or 2 seconds on some sonar systems. If you have the role of sonar operator, when the diver leaves the surface, you'll expect to see them soon on the screen. Divers appear as lines moving downwards or upwards. As sonar operator, you'll be calling out the depths of the diver to the safety team and the judges. This is how we track the diver and is very important for the timing of the safety divers. The image of the diver will get weaker the deeper they go. We see the diver approaching the bottom plate and wait to confirm touchdown. In this image, we see the diver has spent a few seconds at the plate. They may have had difficulty with a tag or lanyard issues. We saw safety number 1 leave the surface and expect to see them on the screen shortly. We continue calling the depths of the diver until they reach 10 meters. When safety divers reach the diver, it is also announced. We see safety number 1 with the diver, number 2 arriving, and all 3 divers surface together, creating a very strong image. When we have deep divers, it is possible to view 2 different frequencies scrolling at the same time on some sonar systems. A new advancement in sonar is a system called chirp. This allows for clearer images over a range of depths. Instead of sending out a pulse of a single frequency, this system sends pulses of multiple frequencies at the same time. Soon we will have 3-dimensional imagery of freedivers during competition dives.